Hi traders, Forex James here with part 2 of the analysis for the week of April 16th to 20th, 2018. So in this part 2, I have just added the screenshots of how actually the week went. So this video will be the same as part 1, except that at the end of each pair's analysis, there will be a screenshot of how the week actually went. And that way you guys could see for yourself if the analysis we made was accurate or if it is actually a miss. Um, I'm pretty excited to say that most of it have actually been predicted correctly. So I think with this kind of analysis that we make every week, it is actually very helpful in terms of helping the trader react to the market. And it's best to do it during the market close, so that way we will just be as objective as possible. And if most of the time we won't have any open positions for the weekend, so it keeps us really objective and not have a bias because we have an open trade or open position. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and thanks for watching. And we'll start off with the analysis of every pair. I like to start off everything with a clean chart, no prior trend lines or rectangles or anything. So it keeps our bias, it keeps us unbiased. Okay, and we have to always try and be objective all the time because we might be wrong in a previous analysis. So we start with the pound dollar, still showing an uptrend on the weekly. What we have though on the daily here, price may form a range. I hate it when the line is crooked. Sorry, bear with me. Okay. So this is a move up. This is what I call a trend, a momentum move, and this is a range. So since we're in a range, we'll trade tops and bottoms. So we're gonna be looking for some short opportunity on this area here. Let's mark that with the green oval. It's as simple as that, guys. And when it hits, should price react to this area, direction bias would be down until we hit this weekly trend line. Next is the euro dollar. There is a range here. This is no man's land for me. No, wait. See how price react. So this is a stand aside until if it's somewhere in the bottom here, we might look for just bounce to the upside. But for now, price is really random. It could go up or down. Dollar CAD. It's about time price stops. Sometimes it stops, bounces, continues, or it stops, it bounces, it ranges, and it reverses. It's just two possibilities, okay? So what we have here on the H4 is it's a triangle. It's a range. It's an ascending triangle. So I'm gonna look for price to go up. Pound CAD, probably similar. This is my bias is to the upside here. So we're gonna look for longs. Price might stop right here at the supply level. Really strong one. So if it goes up here, it reverses. Then we'll look for longs in this area. We have a buy limit still, so it might just hit the buy limit first and go up, or just go up first. If it goes up first, and I'll just delete the buy limit and look for a new opportunity. Next, Aussie dollar. This is a PRZ here, somewhere here, and price has reacted to it. So it's also somewhat forming a channel. I'll just delete this. But as you can see, um, I'm gonna look for shorts here. Direction would be to the downside because I'm expecting a bounce off this area, this horizontal line. Dollar yen. Okay. There's still room for an up move, in my opinion. So we'll look for longs. This is a little steep here. Price might just break this and reverse to the upside. So let's find another PRZ here. Somewhere around here. This area. Should price return, we'll go long. So when I say we'll go long, it doesn't mean you just place a buy limit here with a stop loss here. Although you could do that, but I prefer zooming in further to a smaller time frame and looking for some sort of range. That way we could use a small stop loss. Because what happens sometimes is that there is such a strong momentum to the downside from this point onwards, and you might just knock out all the stops here. So we don't know where price will stop until it actually stops and form a range. Okay. So dollar franc. We'll see. This is a major resistance, but see move to the upside still. We'll keep this buy limit open. Yeah, this was a rectangle I had drawn earlier, right here. So again, this is what we call a bull trap. Retail traders thinking price would go up after they saw this move, and putting all the stops over here, and what the big boys would do is just take out all the stops and reverses. Simple as that. Just the opposite of what the retail traders are doing. Euro Aussie. Okay, price has reacted here. This long wick. Um, it might move further down actually, because I see a target over here, an area, which is which hasn't been quite hit yet. So we'll see. But the bias is still to the long side, to the upside. So we look for longs. Euro pounds. Okay, this is still going to the downside in my opinion. I'll be looking for shorts here. I'll be looking for shorts, so right about this area here. Pound Aussie, the long-term bias is still to the upside, but what I notice is the channel it's forming, or a flag, sorry, or a triangle. So it could either form a descending triangle here, or it might actually form a downward channel. We'll see about that, but regardless, I have my sell limit on still. And once price respect this trend line here and goes lower, this is gonna be a buy zone for us, this area. So I'll put in another oval ellipse. Oops, right about there. Pound yen. Okay. Really strong move up, but it's quite about time. It shows some sort of pullback. So the steeper the trend is, guys, price has to return. That's my point. So in this case, I'm going to be looking for shorts. This is a trend, a momentum move. And what happens next is usually a range. So in a range, I love ranges, by the way. That's the only place where we could get in with a small stop loss and a big reward. So it might form some sort of rectangular range or a downward sloping triangle or channel. So we'll see. Okay, this one here. This is a reversal pattern. It may make another move up and then down before it breaks. That's my take. Where we are right now, it's we can call this a PRZ. So I might look for shorts initially, but I have a buyers to the upside. There you go. Oh, CN. Um, I see price going to the upside still. Usually before price reverses to the downside, in this example, it takes, you see, like 3 candles. So it might make another push up before finally reacting to this trend line. With that being said, if it goes down up to this point, we'll look for longs. We'll look for longs, but at the same time, we'll keep in mind that there is potential resistance here, okay? This is probably enough for a 3-to-1 trade, so I'm not too worried. Cat Frank, PRZ. Price might still range in this area. So remember guys, it's seldom, I shouldn't say never, it's seldom a trend followed by another trend. It's usually a trend and then a range. And then it either reverses or it continues. So in this case, we'll look for longs here, but at the same time, we know that price could move further down. Euro yen is similar to the pound yen. This looks like a pennant, a wedge. Uh, so might make another push up. Then we look for shorts. Or if it goes down, then we look for longs. We always look for to enter positions at these turning points because they leave us room for for us to make a good reward to risk trade. We don't want to enter somewhere in the middle because you'll miss out the move, some of the move. That's not to say we pick tops and bottoms. We'll wait for further price action here. Kiwi. Kiwi is in a range. Right there. This is a drop base drop. It's been tested, tested, tested. It's probably gonna respect this still. But until then, should this go down, we look for longs. If it goes up, we look for shorts. That's it, guys. I've covered all the pairs.
Yeah.